going on, guys? Cruzin Podcast.
We're back.
Yeah, that's the one that Rafa gave us. I want to leave it there. A little shout out to Rafa. So today, a lot has happened since we've been gone. Since you've been gone. I don't know why that came to my head. So DC, today I really want to talk about DC, the whole reshaping that's going on over there with Zaslav is his name?
Yeah.
So we want to get into that. DC is restructuring. It's changing. I think it's going to be for the better. So we're going to get into it. Let's talk about it. So, let's talk about it. It's been a couple days and more details have been coming out the past couple of days. The first things first, the way we found out was...
we're not sponsored by...
This is brought to you by... Cali Coffee. I have like a little bit left. This is get that shit out of here. They don't want So, the first thing that happened that really broke the internet was the Batgirl being completely canned when it was basically done. The movie was done. Like a $70 to $90 million budget.
I understand. It sucks.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
No, because I see on Twitter it's like, dude.
No, but so let's bring down the facts and then we'll but $70 to $90 million budget. It went over budget because of COVID and all that stuff.
It went up
the
like to
movie is done.
$100
Michael
million.
Keaton is in it. So apparently with the new leadership now in DC, in Warner Brothers, because now Discovery bought...
I guess? I don't know.
There's they're merging. So the new CEO, new head...
It's new people.
Of Warner Bros. Is... changing up everything, especially with DC. He said DC should be
the face,
the face of what Warner Brothers is. It should be better. There should be a higher standard, and Superman should be like the face of that franchise.
He says Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman.
And he wants to do like a DC studio similar to Marvel Studios and have a head producer overseeing everything and planning 10 years of films and this and that and that. And apparently they saw Batgirl. And I guess they were going down the lines of their movies. No, but and and they saw Batgirl apparently.
Yeah, but
they said it was irredeemable.
I read even John Campbell was talking about it that the test screens for that movie were really bad. That people were like, "What the hell is this? Like this is really
apparently
bad."
It was irredeemable
because it wasn't filmed for theaters. It was filmed for HBO Max. HBO Max. So you spent $100 and something million for a movie that you can't even put in theaters. Yeah,
apparently they tried. They were looking into it, but they said it would cost so much money, and they knew it wasn't gonna. And apparently, it was irredeemable. That's what they were saying. And
if it was that bad,
but I respect the it sucks from like a creative standpoint.
Because what frustrates me is that DC people like they want change. He's doing the change, but then people complain about it.
Yeah,
look, if you put out, for example, if you release Morbius, why the fuck would you release Morbius?
Yeah, everybody.
How dare you, right?
Sony
and
released
it was a meme. It was a meme. Yeah. But if you have a studio like, look, this movie's probably ass. Let's not release it and hurt more of the DC name. Yeah. Because DC has been shit for a while.
Yeah. The last year, though, has been pretty good.
But the thing is, the problem with DC is that it's just random little things coming out.
Yeah.
Like there's no plan. Yes, you have the Batman, which is great.
It is frustrating. Squad. It is frustrating that there's no plan because
you have the
when
Batman.
You see all these, think about it. You get now you have like the new Batman, right? But then you get like the Snyder cut out. But then there's like a Batgirl, but Michael Keaton's back now, and then the Flash is bringing back Ben Affleck,
and also for the Aquaman, that's why they did that reshoot to bring back Ben Affleck because saying that why is Michael Keaton in this movie?
Yeah, so because I guess they're trying to bring back Michael Keaton.
Because they're saying that the last regime, the last people who were there were so fucking dumb. They had because those people were what is it? What was the meme? They greenlit a Wonder Twins movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
They were approving everything and seeing what sticks, which is not good.
The problem is
they were losing money
because they were going too focused on the HBO Max. And that hurt the Batman.
And that's what Zaslav was saying. They want to go for more quality over quantity. And that makes that's really good to hear. And I think what's good about this from a leadership and for the studio is...
He's willing to make the hard choices.
He's brushing... Because the studio is losing money. Because when you're doing these expensive projects for a streaming service and it doesn't get any views, it doesn't bring you money, it doesn't work. So they're axing a bunch of stuff. It was Batgirl.
No,
it was
they
Scooby-Doo.
I heard they canceled Gotham Knights. That CW.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
Show,
and all that they're using it as like a tax write-off, so they get to save some money. And they're trying to bring the company back because apparently the company's not doing well
because there are a lot of flops
now. And then the movies that they did approve, it was obviously like The Flash, Aquaman, those stuff. It's working.
Yeah, but also too another thing with Batgirl, because I know people are like, oh, it's not. Look, at the end of the day, they gave you a budget. Oh, make us a good movie, and they didn't. Up to that, it's like
from a creative standpoint, it sucks
it
because of course
suck.
You want to see that person's movie that they made. But from a leadership perspective,
but from a business point of view, like, oh, hey, it's like, for example, right? Look at Star Wars. Hey, Rian Johnson, here's $300 million, right?
Yeah, and you get a shitty product.
Right?
But the problem, and that's the thing. So, because as a studio, you don't want to be known as, they've been this for a while, except this last year. This last year has been better.
Suicide Squad, Peacemaker.
But before that,
really
I mean, it's when you hear a new DC movie's coming out, you're like, oh, I mean,
it's a hit or miss.
Let's see. But you want to have a higher standard. Like how Marvel used to be. There was a rumor I read that apparently they see like Marvel's kind of falling off and they want to jump that gun. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
But look at all the stuff.
If I was an executive of Warner Brothers and
you can
with DC, this is your time. Now's your time because listen, Marvel, it's been great and stuff, but it is declining. You ask anybody, you go around and have a normal conversation with anybody that's not on the internet because the internet is a weird place. They're gonna tell you, the Disney Plus shows haven't been working. The 6th episode, they've been mediocre. You know what I mean? People haven't been. It hasn't hit the same anymore. Phase 4 is ending, and I think the only thing that was the rumor I read. They said apparently after Black Panther 2, which is like the big one,
then Phase 5.
They're going into Phase 5, but they're kind of declining until.
I'd say because you're used up.
What?
And also Thor: Love and Thunder was a huge miss.
And their movies, their movies and stuff haven't been working. So if I'm DC, I'm thinking this is our time. Like, what are we doing? Also,
you have A-list actors.
And what I do like about DC, and what I hope they don't remove is I do like the stuff that they're doing different. Like I like their mindset of just throwing stuff at the wall and see what works.
No.
Like with Joker and Batman.
He didn't say that though. Like
no, yeah.
It's just more of the quality. Like he's just tired of releasing shitty products. Because if you really look at it, the Batman, great. Suicide Squad, great. Peacemaker. What was after? What was before Suicide Squad? Was it Aquaman? No, it was Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman didn't do well.
Wonder Woman didn't do well.
So, I do like there's some sort of leadership here because they need that. DC they haven't given us anything in years of what they're trying to do. So I think it's a good thing. It's somebody that's making the hard choice because it's not good to see. Obviously, you don't want to see a movie getting axed.
Like right now, we're praising it, but who knows? Maybe down the line, it's a bad choice.
Right, we don't know until it finally.
We don't know,
around.
But at least it's nice to know that we have a plan.
So I think it's good. It's hard to see, but I think it's a good thing in the long run because now there's someone that can be like, hey, look, we need to set a standard on what we want to come out. And Batgirl, from what we've read, it wasn't working. And people were saying it looked like a CW show,
like an episode,
like a TV movie,
like a bad episode.
Yeah. And if that comes out, if it's along the lines of like a Morbius or something, then they're just ruining the brand even more.
And also too, yes, everyone put a lot of hard work into that movie, but you have to look at it from a business point of view. He never. It's not yours. It's like you're borrowing that character to make a story.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they gave you a budget.
Yeah.
And
it sucks, but
they still got their money. Still got paid. It was HBO Max, so they still got paid.
But I think
but from what John Cameron's he worded it really good. Like from a business point of view, is like, yes, we gave you the money. You just didn't give us a product that we thought was worth putting out.
Yeah, and it's also stupid and they want to release DC movies that are big movie theater events.
For example, like everyone's talking about Batgirl, right? And they canceled it. Look at Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was supposed to be on HBO Max only.
And they said
but the movie looks so good, like from their point of view, like, this movie's actually so good, we're actually gonna put this in theaters.
Yeah.
And that to me actually got me a little more excited for that movie.
Because now you can have again, hopefully.
I mean, I don't know who Blue Beetle is.
Me neither.
But the fact
but
that
the idea that they're like, this like, looks better.
Like wow, this actually looks really good. No, fuck the streaming. You guys are gonna go on the big screen
because they said that they want these DC products to be big theater events.
No one's talking about that. And the Batgirl's like, okay, yes, it sucks. But look, if that was true with those test screenings, and the movie was that bad,
a part of everyone too, like they want to see it.
Everyone wants to see it, but then when it comes out, they bash it, and then there's a meme, and DC sucks. It's this,
and they're tired of that.
Because look at Morbius. Yeah. Morbius, like, how do you even release that film?
Yeah, there's movies that you're like, how does that come out? Now there's someone that's like, okay, we're not doing that anymore, which is a good thing. All in all, it's a good thing.
It is kind of like. Because we rather just take a tax write-off. Like your movie was that bad.
Because if they try to push it for theaters, it's going to cost double.
And also, it was way over budget. It was costing them too much
to market it. That's without marketing. So marketing, you got to put another $100 million.
And also, they're probably these Hollywood guys.
They said it was irredeemable.
These Hollywood guys are hardcore, man. They like, what the fuck is this? Like they're like,
and so it's hard to. But like for me, it's good to see leadership
because I've seen set photos of Blue Beetle. It actually like the costume and stuff looks pretty cool. Yeah. And the fact that they thought, you know what, this is better than a stream. Like this should be on the big screen. It should get you actually more excited. Yeah. Because now they're putting more money into it. They want to market it. They want to give it that big.
And they want to put a team of writers and stuff and start playing the next 10 years. So I think this is a good thing.
They got that. They have that Alan Horn. Is it Alan Horn?
Yeah, they want to, yeah.
Yeah, but like he was the one that helped, bring Kevin Feige and
so I think it's a good thing because I think now we can start, I think for DC, like the DCEU, the Flash movie, like obviously there's the Batman, there's Joker, like those side projects are still going on. But I think for overall, the show too, what they're trying to do to connect the main DC stuff, right? Superman, Batman.
But I think for them to start this 10-year plan, they need the Flash, and cause people think they're going to cancel it. They're not.
No,
because
apparently they're saying it's really good.
Yeah, no, but also too though, that's the biggest movie that they have right now.
Yeah, because it resets the franchise. Yeah, everything. They need that, and I think I do. And he did say Zaslow did say that the face of the DC franchise should be Superman. So I do think we're going to see Henry Cavill coming back.
I think he needs to come back. I don't think he should recast him. I think it's stupid.
That would be stupid. No, but notice they've been bringing back Ben Affleck already a couple times.
But maybe he
mentioned Superman. I think they're working on bringing Henry Cavill back, but not yet. I think they're trying to get this team together.
It's after Flash.
Let Flash come out.
Reset everything.
And get your writers in.
As it is, they pushed back Aquaman and Shazam 2 a whole year.
Yeah, because now he said he said we want quality over quantity. We won't release a movie until we think it's ready. That, to me, is music to my ears because that means now you're not going to get...
They want to add stuff.
You're not going to get... It's like, we've been getting with Marvel. You're not going to get a movie that the CG doesn't look done. That looks half-assed. Now you're going to get a movie that they took their time on, which we haven't gotten in years.
For comic book movies. Look what's...
I think that's really refreshing to hear. Like, we won't release a movie until we feel it's ready and it's good to go. Yeah, because Marvel has had that issue.
No, because he said it too, that for Aquaman, Shazam, and all the films, like if we feel we can make it even better, we'll add to it. He said so maybe
apparently like Black Adam went through reshoots.
Yeah. So maybe he feels like, okay, maybe we should add more of this, a little more of this.
Yeah, like we said, if there's potential. If they see, oh, you know what, okay. So let's see. I think this is a good thing.
But the thing is, I think you have a great Aquaman, you have a great Shazam, you have a great Wonder Woman. I think Ben Affleck, give him a chance. I feel like if you reset with the Flash,
because you can have that connected universe, right? You already have it; it's there. It's just waiting to be used properly.
And also, too, Ben Affleck's a great Batman.
Yeah, he is.
Like he looked cool, man. Every time I see him, I was like, damn. Like he kind of has, like, after watching the Dark Knight films.
Yeah, the Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Returns, like Ben Affleck.
We should watch one tonight. We should watch another one.
No,
tonight.
but Ben Affleck has that I don't know. He can be that cool, like older Batman.
I think he's good if used properly. I think everyone in that connected.
It's
franchise.
Just the problem is, that like they rushed into it.
Yeah. It was messy.
It was messy. I feel like I don't think you should bring back the Snyderverse. I don't think you should.
That's not gonna happen.
Yes, it does suck because I did like the Zack Snyder.
I think they're gonna do like a soft reboot from it. like where it kind of continues, but not really. You know, I think that's the smartest thing to do.
But I don't think you should recast all. Because they're going to recast everyone. Why?
Stupid.
Why? You have A-list.
People love Jason Momoa. People love Henry Cavill. People love Gal Gadot. You know,
but the thing is,
the only one there that's like is Ezra Miller. Like that, he's got to go. He's got to go.
No, he's already fired. Yeah,
he's got to go.
He's there. I don't know. He's there. They're after me.
He's on the run. Yeah, he has like apparently he has like a bulletproof vest on. And he's carrying a gun.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's off the deep end.
Yeah, it's crazy. And his movie's the most important. Yet Henry Cavill's sitting there like waiting to come back. And I do think this is a good thing for the DC franchise. For the connected universe, because I think they're doing fine with Batman, Joker, all this other stuff. But for the connected universe, I think this is a good thing because now you have someone that says, "Hey, I want a team of writers. I want a producer to oversee anything."
Isn't it weird how they do research? You bring back Ben Affleck. Why? Why would you bring him back?
Yeah, like because you bring these people back, and now after Flash, it's gonna clearly show you the different universes and
let
stuff.
Ben Affleck do a solo movie, man.
Well, that I don't know, but. Because they got to start small, and I think after Flash, you set that up.
Yeah,
you
you have to start doing those solo films.
But you bring back Henry Cavill, and you start to just set up a 10-year plan. You don't have to do a Justice League right away or nothing, but just have that connected universe.
The only thing that is kind of confusing is the fact that Aquaman's on his second movie. Wonder Woman already has 2,
but her 2 movies have been like set.
In the 80s.
In the past.
Yeah, nothing present.
Except like the Justice League stuff,
Yeah, but the thing is, Aquaman's already... And Shazam is already on the second movie.
Yeah.
And none of them connect. In any way.
Yeah. Shazam, as Shazam 2 in the trailer mentions Batman and all these characters, so... And the ending of the first Shazam, Superman comes out, so...
But the only thing...
It's a good thing to see that there's leadership that wants it to be organized for the connected universe. I'm good with that. I just want them to. I want to make sure that they don't stop doing their dark.
No,
because like the Batman trilogy.
No. Because
the Gotham show with the Penguin is still going. They're filming in February.
No, but that's different because he's looking at the things that have made him money. Joker made you $1 billion. Batman made what 700 million? I forgot.
And it could have made more, but they released it right away in HBO Max. That was stupid.
Yeah, no, that was the last people who who were trying to push.
Again,
HBO
that's why
Max.
it was stupid. And they lost Christopher Nolan, who has another big movie coming out next year that could have been with Warner Bros. Yeah. So they've been like just messing up back to back. And I think now,
I mean, also, because they're making a new streaming service. But it's combining HBO
like Warner Bros. Discovery, yeah.
Yes, but it's a different name. Yeah, because basically what they're doing is because it is true. It's very confusing. You have HBO Go, HBO Now, HBO Max. It's like, wait, which one is which here?
Yeah.
So yes,
he's just restructuring
and they fired
everything.
Like 70% of the creative
team of the
HBO Max.
Team, yeah.
I mean, if you look at HBO Max, some of those shows, it's like, what the hell? Like, are these shows?
Yeah, again, quantity over quality, and I think now they're trying to. And they said it. The good stuff, like Peacemaker, they already said no, it's good to go.
Penguin,
like they're gonna double down.
Show.
They said it. We're gonna double down on HBO. HBO's doing great. They just want to reorganize everything. So I think that's a good thing. And as long as they keep what's working, which it seems like they are, and the main thing they do need to fix is that the connected universe.
That's where Flash comes in. That's why he said like Flash is.
And that's why it's so unfortunate with what's going on with Ezra Miller because you can't. You have to release the movie. You can't not release it. It's too important.
And you can't reshoot it.
No. And it's too important because it really is going to reset things. It's bringing in Michael Keaton again, but I think I always thought it was going to like send Michael Keaton off because, he never really got like his proper send-off. And I think with Ben Affleck, maybe they were planning that.
But maybe they'll add reshoots in a sense of like changing up those scenes. Maybe to keep Ben Affleck. Maybe to keep Ben.
No. Because Keaton is important. Like, he's a big part.
No.
They were both in it.
No, but I'm talking about Ben Affleck. Because maybe with Ben Affleck, maybe this Flash was him kind of like sending off a little bit. But maybe they kind of want to like change it.
Yeah, or I'm sure that in the movie, I'm sure they send them off in a way where he's in his own universe again. I don't know. We'll have that. But that's why the movie's important because it resets things. And from there...
Just recast him.
And Ben Affleck... And, Ben Affleck's Batman showing up in Aquaman 2... and reshoots that just came out a couple of days ago, a week ago.
Like they just did reshoots for like that's weird. Like why would you?
And apparently it's because they threw Michael Keaton in it, and people are like, why? Like in the test screenings, they're like, why is he in this?
It was confusing.
We haven't seen Michael Keaton in like 30 years, so like when you're just throwing him in Aquaman 2, you know, like, and Aquaman 2 is coming out before the Flash.
No, but now they're delaying it.
Yeah, but like think about it. We knew he was coming out in the Flash.
So
why would they have him in Aquaman?
So maybe they want Flash to come out first and then Aquaman, then
I don't know. It didn't get delayed past Flash. I think it just comes out. I don't even know.
What I read up, it was a rumor that they might delay Shazam and Aquaman a whole like a year.
That's a long time.
Like it won't come until like December. Aquaman like December of next year.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
But yeah,
it
hasn't been confirmed. Yeah, that hasn't been confirmed.
But if that's true, maybe because they want the Flash to come out first.
I don't know, because the Flash is summer of next year. I don't know, but it's good to see, like, because now it's like, again, if it works, right, we got to see. But clearly, and I think there was like a audio on the phone call of the meeting, him saying like Black Adam, these movies, they're great. Like we worked on them, they look good. They're promising. So I like to hear that. Like, okay, no, we're proud of these movies. We're gonna release them. And the ones that are not working, because if you have a leadership that doesn't care, like, yeah, do whatever you want, and you start getting crap. So I think that's good for DC. I think this could be DC's time to really take over, because the one thing that and we've always said this, that DC has over Marvel right now, and Marvel, I don't think they're ever going to do it, is they're willing to get edgier.
Yeah.
Where we can get a really dark PG-13 Batman movie, a rated R Joker movie. Now we're getting a rated R Joker sequel with
Lady Gaga's
Harley Quinn, and it's going to be a musical. Very, again, different.
That's like,
but while also getting, you know what, we're getting a Black Adam. We have Shazam. I like that diversity. Marvel doesn't have that. Marvel is giving us the same thing over, and people are getting tired of it. So I think that's where DC can really excel.
And I think Thor: Love and Thunder was the big one, where people were like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, that was like the final.
Man, because
I think that's one thing that I think DC right now, if they really, that's why I like to hear this from this new leadership, because they realize what they have. And they can. This is their time. The next 10 years for them could surpass Marvel right now.
Like, yeah, because
and they have to look at it that way. You have to be competitive, because Marvel, they've been dominating you for the last 10 years.
For example, Hawkeye. Look at Wilson Fisk. Like that's what I mean. Because look at Fisk.
Yeah, they completely.
I was like, dude, what is it? Like, he just came back from fucking Florida.
Yeah.
Like did he just go on a vacation?
But then when you look on DC side and you see what they're doing with like Matt Reeves' Batman.
It's comic booky.
You have a detective noir
but the thing
story.
is like the Batman is like comic booky, but it's also like that realistic take.
Yeah,
and that's why people want him to do like a Mr. Freeze or like,
because what's so great about it is you look at Robert Pattinson's Batman, and it's not the same as Christian Bale's Batman. It's not the same as Michael Keaton. It's not the same as Ben Affleck. That's what the advantage that DC has right now. That you can look at those three different of the same character, and they're so different.
Yeah, they're all different.
You know, or you can look at a Shazam movie, but then also look at a Joker movie. I think DC Peacemaker was really good. I wasn't excited for Peacemaker. I was like, oh, let's see. It was actually really good. It was fun. It had good action. It had great humor. It was rated R, M for mature.
Peacemaker was funny.
It was dark, but it was like dark humor. Like,
it was funny. Like I was crying. I was crying.
And that was a surprise one for me, because remember we weren't gonna watch it, but then a lot of people were like, "Oh, check it out,"
because it's like, oh, Peacemaker, like really.
But the fact that James Gunn was able to take that and make it something great, and I think that's the advantage that DC has right now. If they can keep that, but also making their main challenge is get their connected universe. They need to better it. There needs to be some organization, because you have Aquaman 2 coming out. And everybody's like, "But where is this all going?"
And also too, like
Peacemaker, the ending of Peacemaker, they all showed up. But they didn't show their faces for some, because everything is so uncertain. So you have John Cena, you have Ben Affleck, you have Henry Cavill, you have The Rock, you have Zachary Levi, you have Gal Gadot. You know, you have they're there.
That's box office.
If you bring Henry Cavill back and you give him like a soft reboot, and then eventually you get like a little thing with him, Shazam, and Black Adam. You know, you can do a lot. You can do a lot there. And I think they can really pull it off. And while doing that, and you have that connected universe, but then you have Joker 2 coming out in 2024. Then you have a whole Batman trilogy with Robert Pattinson. You will they will dominate more. Like they will dominate
Reeves.
Marvel, and I know that's what they're thinking because in the industry, of course, you're competitive, and I'm sure this Zaslav guy came in. And he's like, guys, and that's why I believe that rumor because it was a rumor. Like it was like a leak about how he said after Wakanda Forever that they're declining, and I do think that. And I'm sure he's sitting there like, guys, we're sitting on a gem. And they're declining. They're not doing
They
well.
already used all their big names. Iron Man is gone. Cap gone. And
I feel like
Spider-Man is just doing his own thing now.
Yeah, Spider-Man's huge, but that's it. Like
but he's doing his own thing. Like he's not really connected anymore to that stuff.
He still is, but
a little bit, but
it's far in between.
Yeah,
it's not the same.
Doctor
anymore.
Strange 2 was not that good.
No,
like their movies have been not doing.
That's why
well.
I believe that because I'm sure this guy.
Because what's this lady's name? Who did Eternals?
Chloe Zhao.
That movie was her chance to just show me, hey, we can do something different.
Go a little bit more mature.
And when I was sitting there, I was like, dude, what is this? I was like. Again, because she was willing to film on location. Guess what?
And it looked beautiful.
And
look, some really good
even
shots.
Kevin Feige, people were like, "Oh, you never like that quote that Kevin was, oh yeah, I was surprised how good it looked."
It's like
because it's called on like you're filming in the fucking locations.
Yeah, and you're not crunching a bunch of VFX artists to give you that when you filmed it. That's it. They don't have to worry about that. Now they can give you good CG on the fight scene with the creature.
It's called film on location.
Yeah.
Stop using green, dude. Like I see things on Twitter. It's like, wait, that was green screen. Like, why did you green? Like, why is that CGI?
Yeah.
You know, it's a helmet. You tell me you couldn't make a helmet for Thor?
Yeah.
You had to CGI his helmet on. I was like, dude, that it doesn't make any sense why you CGI everything. It doesn't make sense.
That's why
because I saw a clip on Twitter of Suicide Squad, the James Gunn, the final battle. I was like, man, this actually looks pretty cool. I was like, because I haven't seen the movie in a while.
Yeah.
And that scene when he's like setting up his gun.
That was like on location, right?
When he fought that big starfish.
Yeah.
And what's his character's name? Idris Elba? Is it not Deadshot? It was Bloodshot.
Bloodshot or something
like that. And he's setting up his gun, and he's attaching all the things.
Yeah.
Dude, like the CGI was cool. Like again, because they film on
There's
location.
a clear vision. James Gunn is known for storyboarding everything. So, like, that's, again, you have a director that knows what he's doing.
Also, like, another thing, too, I noticed, like, the CG, maybe I have to go back and rewatch, but I know for Suicide Squad was actually pretty good. Like, nothing really took me out of the movie.
And and there was, behind the scenes, they were filming on location.
Yeah, and then Black Adam looks so fun. Like, the CG, like, has moments, but, like, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But with Marvel, it's just... It's like do you
it's
guys,
a little too obvious.
Do you guys not just build a set anymore?
But again, that's why I think that I'm so sure that these Zaslav and DC right now.
I was watching Avengers 2. I was watching it. I saw the Hulk fight, the Hulk versus Hulkbuster in Avengers of Voltron. I was like, look at that. I was looking at the CG. I was like, dude,
on location.
I was like, completely different. I was like, wow. I was like, it actually looks like real.
Yeah.
Like when they were fighting, and then like you look at that. And you look at it now, it's like
there's on like location a lot.
Even Endgame, like because like Endgame, damn,
Endgame
was a little rough.
Yeah,
Endgame was rough.
And again, that's why, let's see, man. I think with DC, I think they this is their chance. They already have an upper hand. I think they've had a really good year. But again, I think Warner Brothers,
last couple projects have
Warner
really
Brothers didn't give themselves that chance. Batman should have been out longer. Batman, when you say, our movies are going to come out on streaming 30 days after or 45 days after, what do you think the average person's going to do? Oh, okay, I'll just wait. I'll watch it at home. If you didn't, look at Top Gun.
Batman makes $1 billion easily.
Top Gun 2 is still making money to this day. I just found out today it passed Titanic. It's like at 1.3, 1.4 billion.
Oh my God. So,
and that's a movie that it's out in theaters. That's it. That's how you watch it. If they did that, and I'm sure Zaslav and everyone, that team, they're looking at that and they're like, what are you doing?
You're
hurting it. Yeah. And then you have like a Matrix movie that didn't work, that you got to just, hold yourself to a higher standard. And I'm glad that there's someone that can sit there and be like, okay, this is our plan. Now he wants to do a DC Studios.
Yeah, now we have to
with a bunch of writers and a producer.
I have a feeling
work on the next 10 years. That's your job.
I have a feeling Black Adam, I think Superman comes out post credit.
That would be nice.
I think that's the way of like it's setting up. I think that's the way to show it already.
Yeah, maybe they're holding it off or something.
Because maybe that session for Comic-Con, maybe it's kind of like that.
Yeah, because maybe it's too big of a spoiler because it's at the ending of the movie. It's not in the movie or something. You know?
Because this guy wants, like, when he came in, he said
The Rock has been very vocal about getting Henry Cavill back, you know? Like, it's just, it's all there for you.
Like, how do you do all these DC projects and not have a Superman project? It just doesn't make sense.
Zaslav said it. He should be the face of this DC franchise.
And
it's true, though. Like, he's your Captain America. He's your Iron Man. Like, he's the face of that.
He leads everything else.
Dude, you have your key character. You have Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman. You have like 2 Batmans right now that you're working with. Like, you have so much to work with, you know? Robert Pattinson's doing great. Bring back Ben Affleck. With the connected universe, like have his fun with that.
I think you bring back Ben Affleck because Ben Affleck is a great writer and a director.
Yeah,
he's really. In Matt Reeves, he talked about his story that he wanted to do, and he said it was actually like really cool. It was all set in Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, it was very like heavy, like on the games. Apparently,
it was and Ben Affleck is like he's a great writer and director.
Yeah.
Dude, and the action and for his movies are actually really good.
You look at that picture of him and Jason Momoa, like he looks like Bruce Wayne, like the older Bruce Wayne and. Like Dark Knight Returns, like he looks
It's called J-Lo, baby.
Those Hispanic women, they're getting him back on that grind.
Yeah, he's skinny now. He got him back in shape.
Yeah, no, he's looking good, man. I'm happy to see him back, and I think he wants to come back. You know, you don't him as the writer and director and actor
you get this guy
as
Deathstroke. What's his name?
Yeah, the Joe.
That guy's been waiting for that call. He's been.
But think about it, Ben Affleck. He's all about good quality, right? He's a writer, director, actor.
And
you don't think
he
sits there. You don't think he's at home probably thinking like, man, we could have done that better. Like my Batman just wasn't done right. Like we could, you know, he deserves a chance.
I think you do a Batman solo film, like his solo movie. Also, it's like after the Flash because you got to reset, whatever. Brand's guy's Deathstroke. Do you do like a little Deathstroke Batman movie? Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, you forget about Joker, Jared Leto's Joker.
No, I think Batman needs to move away from Joker. I kind of want new villains, and that's what people are saying. Like, I think for Matt Reeves too. Like, give me like a Freeze or a Hush or like something different. I don't want Joker no more. Like,
but you think DC is gonna want a Ben Affleck solo movie?
Why? It'll make money.
But because I feel like, is that too much Batman?
No,
because of Robert Pattinson. Batman?
There's no one gets tired of Batman. The thing is, Matt Reeves and
unless it's like some sort of crossover event. No,
but it's 2 completely different style.
Yeah,
films.
But you know, we never seen that before.
Yeah, but fuck it.
You know, because like with Spider-Man, that's never happened. But it's like an animated and
but the thing is, you need Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah, and you don't want him in like Aquaman. He's in his Aquaman. But
let's say you recast Ben Affleck.
Not recast.
No, but I'm saying if you recast Ben Affleck, right, you want to start fresh. Okay, but you still have to do a solo movie. You still have to do it regardless.
Yeah. And because the thing is, you can't really throw him in a Shazam movie, or you look at all the other heroes; they're all gods. So like, you throw Batman in those movies, and he has nothing to do.
That's true. Yeah, they're all gods.
That's the problem. So, like the crossover stuff is tough unless you have like, you know, that's tough. When you really think about it, they're all just so much more powerful.
Really
even Green Lantern, you know, if they want to bring him in, like they're all just gods.
Is that ring?
You know?
Yeah, but the thing is,
but they're planning something with him. I mean,
why bring him back?
He's in a reshoot. He's in reshoots
because if you want, you could just remove the scene.
But apparently, I think it's like a rework to tie into Flash, since now that's coming out before Flash. I don't know what's going on. That's what people are like.
No, what I think it is that they know, okay, look, this guy being in Batgirl and Aquaman made no sense. So let's just remove Michael Keaton completely.
Leave him in the Flash.
Because a quick little universe.
It makes sense because it's like Flash going through different, you know.
That's fine. But I think, and also too, like I saw this thing on Twitter. It was like the new marketing for the HBO Discovery. For the Warner Bros. Discovery, and it showed Ben Affleck, it showed Gal Gadot, it showed Henry Cavill, it even showed Ray Fisher. Yeah. And supposedly that they never showed Ray Fisher in any of the marketing.
Yeah. So I mean,
maybe it's just like you have Ben Affleck there.
I just hope they don't their version of like let's do it a 10-year plan. I hope it's not like let's just be like Marvel. I hope they're like Marvel in the sense of like organization, like their first 3 phases. I hope it's not just like let's make funny, like you know what I mean. I hope their style is not like that.
No.
I hope.
No, I don't think so. Because they got Black Adam. I don't see that from Black Adam.
I don't know. I have to see it.
And the trailers are not like no, but the new trailers that's like the marketing where they have to now show like the typical rap music and blah 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 blah. But the very first trailer, like never that really.
It was cool. It was cool.
It's like him floating in the air and the soundtrack from the movie.
It was cool.
I have a feeling Black Adam is gonna be good.
DC has a great advantage right now, man.
You have The Rock, dude. His fucking movie with the giant gorilla Rampage made like a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Dude, The Rock makes money. The guy is box office.
Let's see. I think this is good news for DC. You know?
Obviously.
So, they're
now it's just a waiting game.
They're restructuring everything. So.
But I maybe for Black Adam they show a little Henry Cavill tease.
Just a little.
Just like him, like he's back. That's all I want to know. He's back. And then you start planning.
Like at the ending of Shazam when they put the Superman. But like you couldn't see his head.
Yeah, why would you keep that?
That's
in the
so
movie?
messed up.
Why would you keep that in the movie?
Like what are they doing? Like what did Henry Cavill do to you? Like fans love him. He loves the fans. He's so no controversy.
He's not choking women. He's not assaulting people in Hawaii.
No controversy. He loves fans. He knows how to answer questions. He doesn't bash on fans. He attracts the fans. The Rock even wants him in, so it's like, well, what are you doing?
But yeah, you kept Ezra Miller for all these years, who's been choking and assaulting people and grooming children. So it's like, the fuck? Like, I don't understand this.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Henry Cavill, he's got to go.
He's got to go.
But Ezra, you can stay.
Yeah, we'll give you that big Flash movie.
We'll give you that big Flash. He's like, wait, really? We're going to the zoo?
I don't know. I mean, let's see. I think this is a good thing for DC. I do think DC, if they for the connected universe, they need to reorganize and just get back on track because their solo stuff is doing good. Batman's doing good. I'm excited for Joker. You know,
Joker is like crazy. I'm not sure.
He got paid big. Apparently, he got like $25 million. Joaquin Phoenix for that. And he never does sequels. So for him to say, yeah, let's do it.
And for this type of sequel, too. He must have liked it.
He must have liked it. So that makes me happy. He got paid big, too. Because
Joaquin does not do sequels.
He got paid $25 million. That's apparent. But he deserves it, though. Think about it. He won. It's like what John Campea was saying. He won the Oscar. The movie brought in $1 billion.
And it won Best Music.
And it was nominated for Best Picture. Like, it was in the Oscars.
No, but then it won for Best Screenplay?
I think it was nominated. I don't think it won. But it was up. Like
it won for Best Soundtrack.
It was in the Oscars. It was in the Oscars.
I got nominated, like, 7 times?
And he won Best Actor. So you gotta pay that guy. You gotta pay him the big bucks.
Hey, carry
if you want a sequel. Literally, it's a story piece, like a character piece on the Joker, starring him. Like, he...
Carried that movie.
Carried the movie.
Yeah, obviously.
So...
Yeah, Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix. That's a duo. I thought... wow.
I'm looking forward to that. So again, DC, they're on a good track, man. They're on a good track. Because you know what?
And also, when James Gunn comes back to do Suicide Squad 2, it's another thing, too. You know, because once he's done with Guardians...
That's it. He's done.
Guardians is the
that's
only
thing
I'm looking
good.
forward to.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But that's it. And then for DC,
he has
that's what I like about DC, because you know what, I hear about Joker 2, and I know that's gonna be a crazy movie, or the Batman 2 or Peacemaker. I'm like, because like it's gonna be its own. It's gonna be different.
Yeah, because they allow
with Marvel. You hear about Blade, and I'm like, I don't buy it. I know it's gonna be this PG-13.
The one thing with DC does really well is that you get a big name. It's okay. Do the movie that you want. Matt Reeves, do your film. Go ahead, do your movie. Todd Phillips, go do your Joker movie, right?
Yeah, even though they didn't have a lot of faith in that Joker movie at first, but then they saw that it worked, and they were like,
yeah, but still, but they allowed him to do what he wanted. Marvel,
they're struggling as is.
Sam Raimi, hey, go do a Strange movie. And it's like two different two different styles fighting with each other.
Deadpool 3, look how long that's been taking.
Even what's another director that the guy was big that kind of like they couldn't really do what I mean.
It happens a lot.
It happens a lot.
It happens a lot. But you look at Deadpool 3.
I think Russo Bros were the only ones that got to do what they wanted.
They were able to implement a good mix for sure. But Deadpool 3, I hear about that. I'm worried. Or Blade. It's supposed to be a darker movie. I know it's not going to be dark. That's the problem. And I think that's DC's advantage. And I think if they actually, people do this right.
People like the Batman, the Matt Reeves Batman was because it was different. It was gritty. Dude, it's a gritty world. It's like dark. It's like just a bunch of shitty people.
Detective
it's
movie.
A bunch of shitty people in Gotham.
Yeah.
And you have to like, you know what I mean? Like it's gritty. Like man, like Gotham looks so dirty and gritty. Like that's what people want. They want more serious stuff.
Again, now it's just a matter of seeing what the next couple of years are like to see if this does work for them. So I think this is good. I think this could. It's someone making the hard decisions, but I think in the long run, it's going to help the brand of DC, and so that they could just be at a higher standard. So when people see a DC product, they're not like, let's see. Now it's like, oh shit, this is going to be good, and they can kind of reach that level like how Marvel has. Anything else? No. Or we'll just wrap it up there, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. And let us know, are you excited about this whole new DC restructuring of the company and Warner Bros? Are you worried? Let us know. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. And to the next one. Goodbye.